Hey YouTube, it's Little Rocker Cutie 2005, also known as Andre here. Once again, I am chilling with Chris, or Buffyxenaman, and we are going to do kind of a different video for you today. I had a request from Seanatonin, and he asked me if I could pick a top 5 out of the titles he sent me, what would it be? And I pretty much picked out a top 5 both from him and from the some of the titles that Pandora 3100 sent me. Now, these are in no particular order, but I will tell you who each one came from. So, let's just get started. Now, this first one did come from Seanatonin, and I don't know if you'd call it like a horror title, but correct me if I'm wrong if it is a horror title, because it's been years since I've seen it, but it's Macaulay Culkin in The Good Son. Now, I think this is where the inspiration for Orphan came from, because it's about a kid who's like really bad. I think he's kind of a killer, because it's revealed in the spoiler alert, it's revealed in the end that he killed his little brother. I don't remember, like I said, it's been years since I've seen this, so I don't remember too much about it. Let me see if I can get that glare off it.
Epic fail.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this was, as much as I like it, is as much as it tanked at the box office. Now, this next one is another one from Seanatonin, and it's one I've heard nothing but good things about. It is Trick or Treat. Now, I've heard from Cinema Sickness told me that this is possibly the best Halloween movie since John Carpenter's Halloween, and I don't know if I think if that's true. It is a good movie, but I would have to give it another viewing to really judge. But it's one that I've wanted, and as soon as I got it, I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know if I'd say if it's the best since the original Halloween, but I would put it way up there as one of the best Halloween-themed movies. Once again, another title from Seanatonin, and I don't know how he knew this was one of my favorite movies, but it is Michael Douglas and Charlie Sheen in the Oliver Stone movie, Wall Street. Now, I love the character of Gordon Gekko. I think he is just, like, I don't know if you'd call him an asshole or just someone trying to make it up the corporate ladder. But then again, he's the top dog at the time of this movie. So, and then of course you got Charlie Sheen, who kind of wants to be like him. And I guess it involves like corporate espionage and things like that. Like, it involves the stock market pretty much. Now, this next pick it's from both Seanatonin and Pandora 3100, and it's a complete series, and I'm going to go down them just one at a time. Dirty Harry, Magnum Force. This is the only one in this collection that came from Seanatonin. The Enforcer. Let's see if I can get that to focus. There we go. Sudden Impact, and Deadpool, the entire Dirty Harry collection. Now, these are probably my favorite movies that have Clint Eastwood in them. I did like stuff like The Outlaw Josie Wales, $1 Million Baby, my little bro, Lil Craze 25, he loves In the Line of Fire. I don't think I've ever seen that one, but it's one I need to check out. I know Clint Eastwood's done a lot of stuff since he quit doing westerns, and of course Dirty Harry was his way of breaking free from the western. But He's had a lot of good movies that I really need to see that aren't westerns, but until then, I'm just glad I have Dirty Harry in my collection. I love that series. It's like my favorite series of cop movies, and it's just one I enjoy. Next up, now I should say that these next four all came from Pandora 3100, and this first one is, oh wow, I forgot about that holofoil. The 4-disc collector's edition of Blade Runner. Now, this is quite possibly one of my favorite sci-fi movies. It went on to inspire the makers of both Ghost in the Shell and The Matrix. It's got 4 cuts of the movie, including the final cut, which is, I think, the cut everybody talks about, but it's also got the theatrical cut, which I happen to like. That's the cut that I grew up on, and that even with the narration, which was taken out of the first DVD I had of it, which was the director's cut, which is also on this set, but I just really enjoyed that cut. I mean, I grew up with it, but I'm also looking forward to watching the other cuts on here. Now, next up, even though I know that I've shown off Blade Runner and this stuff before in previous updates, well, I can't really call this an update. Like I said, it's a top 5. But next on the list also came, like I said, these ones I'm going to show off came from Pandora 3100, and it's the Ultimate Edition of Dawn of the Dead. Now, this is the 4-disc set, comes with 3 cuts of the movie, a disc of documentaries, and a ton of bonus features. Now, this is like the best edition of this movie to have, even over the Blu-ray from what I've heard, because the Blu-ray doesn't carry over some of the features. So, I'm really glad to have this in my collection. Now, this one is quite possibly one of my favorite recent pickups, and it is the Scream Factory release of Halloween 2. Now, I don't know much else to say about this that hasn't already been said. This is a great edition to have, loaded with features, comes with the rare TV cut. It was just an amazing addition to a truly great sequel to a classic slasher. And this last one, it's a 4-movie set. It has Cabin Fever 2, The Descent, and The Descent 2. Now, I mainly had Pandora 3100 order me this for the Descent movies, which I really wanted to see because I had seen Cabin Fever 1, but when I found out that this set was $11 on Amazon, I told her just get me this instead of getting me the Descent movies separate, because it would be a cheaper way to go, plus I'd be getting both the Cabin Fever movies. Now, I've never seen Cabin Fever 2, but I did enjoy Cabin Fever 1. I did watch both the Descent movies. I'm a fan of the first one, but the second one, it just sucks. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like the way, the ending. I really don't like how brightly the cave was lit. It was just a really shitty sequel to a good movie. You had any thoughts on these before we end it?
Once I say I will watch all that is the Halloween, Dawn of the Dead, and the Descent movies. Not real big fan of the other things.
Do you agree with me in just the first Descent, though?
I seen it once, I liked it, I never saw the second one.
Take it from me, the second one sucks.
You know what's funny? When someone says a movie sucks, it makes me want to see it so much more.
Well, I know, but I heard that from a lot of people, and then I watched it for myself.
You know, like they say about Prometheus. They say it sucked, and it makes me want to watch all the more to see or prove them wrong. right or wrong.
Now, I've heard mixed reviews about Prometheus, and I want to check it out myself. And I've seen reviews of Prometheus, both positive and negative, because both Rambo Rat for Life and OCP Communications did hour-long rants on it because they hated it. Then,
It's funny.
I had another guy on YouTube, I think his name, and I think he'll correct me if I'm wrong, but it's Kitty2686 or something like that. Now, I watched his review of Prometheus. It was pretty positive. He did offer me the digital copy, but I don't really do the whole digital copy thing because I don't have an iPod or anything like that, and my computer's mainly used for music, and I save my videos on there, but that's about all I use my computer for. So I really don't do the digital copy thing. It's just not me.
Neither do I. I get the DVD. I'm happy with it. If a digital copy comes with it, fine. It stays in the case.
And see, I'm happy just getting the DVDs too, but once I get a Blu-ray player,
Like recently on the new Spider-Man movie, it comes with like the DVD, Blu-ray, and a digital copy of it for like $21.
there's like a 3 or 4 disc of Prometheus.
I like to get that, but it's like it's like if I picked it up, it's like I don't give a shit about the digital copy. I just don't really
Right.
put it in anywhere. It's like Walmart, like Fantastic Four movie 2 I got. It says digital copy available. It's like, okay, I just want the movie.
I got a few digital copies recently.
It's a special edition one with the hour-long bio on the Silver Surfer. That's what I wanted it for too.
Right.
Because I like watching, like both Fantastic Four movies came with the hour-long documentary about the history.
Right.
And I like that. Like Iron Man had that too. But the problem with Iron Man was they had like what 3 different versions of that movie. I was like,
Oh yeah.
I spent like half an hour really like documentary on playing. I ended up getting the slipcover one.
That's why you look at the back of each one and check out the features.
I did. One came with the documentary. The other one came with a pilot of the new cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
One came with a bonus disc and bonus DVD, and one was just plain. So after much debating, I got paid that day, and I'm going for half an hour to play. I grabbed the slipcover one with the documentary on it.
Now see, I have the plain one only because I got it used.
Yeah, I still got my Iron Man 2 is still missing.
Still?
I can't find it.
Oh my gosh.
I think I know what happened to it though.
The X.
Okay, here's the story. One day, he borrowed my bag, put some movies I was not watching anymore in it, and he took it to sell it. Well, I didn't know he grabbed like a small stack of movies I wanted to keep, put in the bag, and sold them too.
And see, that jerk off didn't know your tradition of passing on what you don't watch to me.
Yeah, he used that for a bus ticket.
Screw his damn bus ticket.
Yeah. So, yeah, pretty much, I'm missing Iron Man 2. Anyone has like a good copy of that, please send it to me. I need it for my collection again. I had the 2 disc. Not much on it except for like the movie and a digital copy, but still.
Right.
I got that for my birthday.
I don't know if my Iron Man 2 came with any features. I think mine's just the bare bones.
Yeah, it's bare bones and disc 2 for that one, but I need it again. I can't find it anymore.
Right.
It pisses me off.
They probably took the one you had and put it out of print.
Yes, I need it again, people. I need it.
I don't know if anybody out there is going to let go of it.
Well, you never know.
Even our audience, I think a lot of our audience, and correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, but I know there's some of you out there that watch our videos that love Iron Man, and I know that probably a bunch of you, as well as us, are excited for Iron Man 3.
As we saw the trailer, that was awesome. They're going to do the Extremis project. And also, it's like, alright. You probably don't know what that is, do you?
No, I don't. I never read the Iron Man comics,
It's a motion comic book too, I like to get to, but basically, it's hard to explain. I can't really explain it. It's someone else explain to you, but pretty much, he can control his armor by flying. He can automatically attach it to himself. That's the bare bones of it.
Well, see, I never read any superhero comics. I was always reading, like, Mad Magazine, Beavis and Butthead comic books. I was reading stuff like that. I didn't get into the superhero comic books unless it became, like, a TV show or a movie.
That's how I got to X-Men.
That was how I got into X-Men.
I always want to be a mutant.
I heard they were making a movie. I'm like, I gotta see it.
Not at first, but when I really started getting the comic books, I watched X-Men. Like, oh, this is awesome.
Right.
Then I got number 2. It's like awesome. Number 3, I'm on the borderline with that still.
A lot of people are. That one got a lot of hate.
I love the Phoenix. That Phoenix in there was awesome. At the same time, I was like, it's not the same Phoenix.
X-Men Origins and First Class got a lot of hate too.
X-Men Origins Wolverine got a lot of positive reviews.
Yeah, but it got a lot of hate too. I've seen some rants on it.
No, literally, I thought it was awesome. Kind of sad too, lost at the end, but still, that was awesome. So was X-Men First Class. That was a good movie.
I haven't seen First Class yet as much as I want to. I haven't had the money to really rent anything.
Well, I've seen the last part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Last half, and that was pretty damn good. Kevin Bacon's in it. He's wearing the helmet Magneto has.
I heard he was in it.
And so the thing, he looks so stupid in the helmet. The front part, no, the thing right here.
Right.
Maybe it looked like his nose was smashed in. I'm like, oh god, I don't want to look at that. Take it off. Ugh. That's what I really. I don't get freaked out easily, but damn, when I do.
Right. It takes a lot to freak you out, I've noticed.
It does. And see something like that, it's like, hell. My rat one time ran with a sharp knife in his mouth, and I didn't really freak out. I just grabbed him, took the knife away. This is a true story, people. And one time it's like that rat's done so much crap that will freak anyone out, and I'm like going, oh whatever, come here.
I have no comment because I lived with him at this time. His rat did a lot of crazy things. I swear sometimes if I had worn shoes, I'd have stomped him, but I couldn't because he was too cute.
Mr. Fluffy.
Yeah, he was Mr. Fluffy.
Know how you stay fluffy?
What?
Know how you stay so fluffy?
Probably all the baths you gave him.
Know what I wash his fur with? Conditioner.
Right?
He hated baths, but yeah. But anyhow. Well, yeah, it takes so little to freak me out. When I get freaked out. It takes more to. It takes a little bit. Something little and stupid to freak the shit out of me.
Right.
But it's something huge like an explosion. I could be walking about going, whatever.
And see, I'd be like, he's attack!
I'd be like going, why? It's just an explosion. I don't even want to be killed by shrapnel. Because I will freak out.
Well, you want to end it here?
Well, that's all for now, you two.
Yep, that's all from us. Once again, this is Little Rocker Cutie 2005, also known as Andre. I'm chilling once again with Buffyxenaman, also known as Chris. We're telling you to enjoy life, enjoy some Skittles, enjoy some Starburst, and we'll see you later.